It's time now for the next report in our series looking at some of the region's hidden historical gems. We're referring to buildings not normally open to the public that are now open to the public over the next 4 days as part of the annual Heritage Open Days Festival.
Well, today we take a look at Shrewsbury's Drapers Hall. It's been standing on the same spot for more than 4 centuries, and the Guild of Drapers that built it, though they no longer trade in cloth, still plays a part in civic life in the town. Callum Watkinson reports.
Welsh wool was the trade to be in to carve out a serious fortune in the 1400s. And Shrewsbury's drapers were well placed to profit between the wool to the west and the markets in London. The Guild of Drapers built this hall in 1576, not long after they were granted a charter by Edward IV.
Not only did they control the Welsh cloth trade going down to London as middlemen, but they were the elite in the town and they occupied a very significant part of the corporation. And more often than not until the 1630s, one of the bailiffs of the town, there were 2, was a draper.
Why does this building qualify as a hidden gem?
With this building, not only have we got the building, but we've actually got all the documentation from 1576 onwards. So we know exactly who put the roof on, we know where the stone came from, we know who built the frame of the house, and how much he was, up to a point, how much he was paid.
The drapers did their trade, obviously, in a market hall, but this, if you like, was their leisure centre, their restaurant where they came back after a hard day's trading. They'd come and dine, feast, and have business meetings.
And in that sense, in half a millennium, not much has changed. The Drapers Hall is now a restaurant. It pays for the building's upkeep and feeds the company's core business, not fleeces, but philanthropy.
For elderly and vulnerable people with a connection with Shrewsbury and Shropshire, we have currently 3 separate almshouses, and we provide warden-assisted accommodation for people who are able to look after themselves. We did have almshouses even way back, from 1444 we've had almshouses.
People now board buses where those first almshouses once stood, but the Drapers have big plans. They hope to start work on these new properties before the year is out. Callum Watkinson, ITV News, Shrewsbury.